Hello students, today we are here with our next lecture of human reproduction. We had to talk about different organs of female reproductive system, and in today's video we will discuss about the female external genitalia. The female external genitalia is called as vulva. This vulva opens into the vagina and vagina opens into the cervix. Clear? And cervix in uterus. Clear? So we have to study about the structure of vulva. The vulva contains different type of structures. The structures of vulva are mons pubic or pubis, mons pubic or mons pubis. It also has labia majora, labia minora, vestibule, clitoris and hymen. These are the important parts of the vulva. Clear? So we have to discuss these parts with the help of a diagram. The female external genitalia has a depression. This depression is called as, this is the depression, and this depression is called as vestibule. This is vestibule. This vestibule has two openings. This is the upper opening or the anterior opening. This is the lower or the posterior opening. The upper opening is called as urethral orifice. This is urethral opening or urethral orifice, and the lower one is called as vaginal opening or vaginal orifice. This is vaginal orifice. The base part of this vaginal orifice has a pair of glands, the mucus secreting glands for the lubrication of vagina. These mucus secreting glands are called as Bartholin glands. These are Bartholin glands, or they are also called as uretrovestibular gland. Uretrovestibular gland. Clear? So this is the urethral orifice or urethral opening, and this is the vaginal orifice or vaginal opening. The vestibule is covered with two lip-like muscular lobes. Clear? The lobes are lip-like, that's why they are called as labia majora and labia minora. Labia means the lip-like structure. Clear? So here, this is the labia minora. This is a lip-like fold around the vestibule, that is called as labia minora, and on the upper side or on the anterior side of this labia minora has a folded structure. This folded structure is called as prepuce. This is the prepuce. This prepuce is actually the covering of a structure that is called as clitoris. This structure is called as clitoris. Clear? This clitoris is homologous to the male penis. Clear? Because both of these are made up of same type of tissues called as corpora cavernosa. Clear? Homologous means the organ which have same type of structure. That's why the clitoris and penis both are the homologous organs to each other. Nextly, on the outer side of this labia minora, one large lip-like folding is also there, and this folding is called as labia majora. This is labia majora. This is similar to the scrotum of males. Clear? Males में scrotum जो है, that scrotum is responsible for maintaining the temperature of the testes. Here there is no requirement of maintaining the temperature because the oogenesis or the ovulation can take place at body temperature also. That's why there is no requirement of maintaining the temperature. But this structure हमें देखते हैं जो जब एम्ब्रियोनल डेवलपमेंट हो रहा होता है चाइल्ड का, तो उस टाइम पर एम्ब्रियोनल केस में मेल एंड फीमेल एम्ब्रियो सेम टाइप का होता है. बट आफ्टर द मैच्योरेशन स्टेजेस ऑफ मेल एंड फीमेल एम्ब्रियोज ना, एम्ब्रियोज की जो मैच्योर स्टेजेस होती हैं, उन मैच्योर स्टेजेस में आकर मेल एंड फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम का डेवलपमेंट स्टार्ट होता है. तो जो स्ट्रक्चर मेल्स में स्क्रोटम बनाता है, that structure in females is labia majora. It is a lip-like structure which covers the prepuce. Clear? On the upper side of this labia majora, a cushion-like muscular structure is there. This muscular cushion-like structure is called as mons pubic, and this mons pubic has pubic hairs. On the region of this mons pubic, the pubic hairs are present. So these are the pubic hairs which are present on the mons pubic, which is a cushion-like structure on the upper side of the labia majora. Clear? So this is about the structure of female external genitalia, that is called as vulva. It has a depression that is called as vestibule. The vestibule has two openings. Males में हमने देखा था single opening is there through which the urine as well as semen is passed out from the body. But in females, the two different openings are there. First one is urethral orifice through which the urine comes out of the body, and second one is the vaginal opening or the vaginal orifice through which the menstruation flow come out of the body. This vaginal orifice is covered with a membranous structure. That membrane is called as hymen, and this hymen is the sign of virginity. Previously it was considered as a sign of virginity. Here only a single hole or pore-like structure is present through which the menstrual flow takes place from the female body. But nowadays this hymen can turn off due to the different athletic activities of the females, horse riding, bicycle riding. Due to these activities, this hymen gets turned off. That's why nowadays it is not considered as a sign of virginity, but previously it was considered as the sign of virginity. So this is all about the structure of female external genitalia. Now come to the point, the female reproductive glands. Mainly the two female reproductive glands are present. First one is Bartholin gland. These glands perform the function of secretion of mucus, same as in males, like Cowper's glands. In males, a pair of Cowper's glands are present for secreting a lubricating mucus-like substance that is responsible for the lubrication of penis. This type of structure is secreted in females by Bartholin glands. These are also called as urethrovestibular glands, and the Cowper's glands are also called as bulbourethral glands. These are also called as urethrovestibular glands, and the Cowper's glands are also called as bulbourethral glands. Clear? These Bartholin glands are present in females. They secrete a mucus-like substance for the lubrication of the vaginal region. Second gland is called as breast or mammary glands. These mammary glands are present in both males and females, but in males they are functionless. The presence of these mammary glands indicates that the embryonal stages of males and females are the same. These mammary glands remains functionless in the male body and they are functioning in the female body. They are responsible for the secretion of milk after the birth of a child. The process is called as lactation. Clear? So these are the mammary glands. We have to draw the structure of mammary glands. A pair of mammary glands are present in the human females in thoracic region. This type of muscular organ is the mammary gland. This is the thoracic skin. Thoracic skin in which the mammary glands are present. Actually, these are the modifications of the sweat glands. Clear? Sweat glands gets modified in the form of mammary glands. Here, a small bulging structure is present. This is called as nipple. This dark, deep pink or brownish color structure is called as areola. The mammary glands have about 20 to 25 lactiferous ducts. These are the lactiferous ducts present inside the mammary glands. About 20 to 25 lactiferous ducts are there. These are the lactiferous ducts. These lactiferous ducts commonly opens into the areola. They are commonly opens into the areolar region, and in this areolar region the lactiferous ducts are modified in a bulging structure. This bulging structure is called as ampulla or lactiferous sinus. This is called as ampulla or lactiferous sinus. Clear? So this is the ampulla or lactiferous sinus. These lactiferous ducts take the milks, pour the milk in this areola region, and by this nipple region the milk is excreting outside of the body after sucking the nipple. Clear? So this is all about the structure of breast or the mammary glands. Here the adipose tissues are present. The adipose or fat tissues are present. Adipose tissues or fat tissues are present, which gives a proper shape to the mammary glands. The size of mammary glands depends upon the deposition of this fatty tissue. Clear? The size of mammary glands starts enlarging at the puberty stage in females and it becomes more large at the time of lactation. Clear? So this is all about the mammary glands. These are responsible for the secretion of milk in the human females after the birth of child. The homologous organ present in human males and females is clitoris. इसके बारे में क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में आता है. Clitoris is homologous to the human male penis. ठीक है. In female the clitoris and in human males the penis are homologous to each other. Clear? So this is all about the female external genitalia and the female reproductive glands. In our next video, we will discuss about the hormonal control of female and male reproductive system. Thank you very much.